Can Jordan Peele do it 3 times in a row? I have my thoughts on his latest film, Nope, right after the jump. Hello, everyone. Terrence here with Hollywood Already Did. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, ring that bell below. Anytime we have something, you will be among the first to know. There are a lot of fans of the old man on around here. As my numbers have kept going up, so I appreciate all my new folks. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for coming through. Please talk to me. Let me know what you're thinking about stuff. So I just got back from seeing Nope, from director, writer, producer Jordan Peele. It was his third film after the hit sensation, Oscar winner, Get Out, and then Us, which for some folks is a little less well received, but still critically very well acclaimed. I'm going to just get right off the bat. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Where it ranks, I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't sat with it enough. I've rewatched both Get Out and Us multiple times, so I can't do that after just seeing it one time. But I can say that it belongs in the pantheon. He has one of the best filmographies that I have seen so far. But it is a very different film, and I think that's why you saw a trailer sort of change from the director of Get Out and Nope being so horror centric and going more, hey, this is something different. This is a sci-fi thriller, and that is what I think going in is all you should kind of prepare yourself with. Even though I think both Get Out and Us are horror in the genre that you would place it, they are a lot more political, social themed than just a straight horror film. Whereas when I think of horror, I think of like Freddy or Jason. Yes, it fits into the horror genre, but they're a lot more think pieces. I hate the term, but I know what it is. It's elevated horror, but that's what those two fit in. This is a sci-fi thriller first, much in the vein of like Close Encounters or Jaws or Thing or Blob. If those type of sci-fi films are your thing, then I think you'll dig this. I like those type of movies where it's like this man versus nature, man versus beast that we've never seen before, and how men have to sort of try and live with and or maybe try to defeat. Visually stunning. I think this is easily Jordan Peele's best visual spectacle. Sometimes he might try to bite off a little bit more than he can chew, but I think scope-wise, using those IMAX cameras, there's the whole third act of this film and the way it is shot is a masterclass in filmmaking, and it's clear that why he used the IMAX camera and why I think a lot of people, if you're going to watch this, you should try your best to watch this in either IMAX or Dolby at the very least to get the sound. It is a spectacle to behold. It's very intimate, those first 2 acts, and then it goes big as hell in that third act. And that could throw people. Did not throw me. It is very much that tense, what you expect, close angle stuff of Jordan in the first act and a half, and then it goes big. It gets very Spielbergian, if that's is that a word. They'll make it a word. So I know a lot of times with Jordan Peele films, there is an underlying meaning. Like there's a message to get out. You want to sit afterwards and kind of discuss this and this and that. And same with us. It's like, what does this mean? What does this mean? What do you think this means? This, I feel, is the most straightforward Jordan Peele film that we have. It's very, at its surface, I'm a popcorn sci-fi thriller. That's what I'm here for. There is a bit of an underlying note, and I'll talk about it in a second, but I feel like for the most part, this is literally just a film. It's like, hey, sit here and enjoy the sci-fi spectacle that I'm going to give you. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think what we sometimes do is we pigeonhole directors and filmmakers into, this is what you do. You do this. Don't come over here and do this. We as an audience are not gonna allow you to do that. Stay over here and then keep giving me that. And I think as a director and filmmaker and producer, you want to keep stretching your brain and try new things so that you can kind of do whatever makes you happy and whatever your desire or whatever the moving piece is feeling you to write down. That's what you're giving us, as opposed to what you expect us or what you are trying to feed an audience what they expect. That's it. I think there is a bit of a hidden note in that I'm trying to do this without spoiling it. So we as an audience, we as a world, always try to capture everything that we do, good or bad, on camera. That is our thing. We live on camera. And it is not believed. We don't think it means anything or anybody will take us at face value if we just say, hey, we went to a concert and enjoyed it. you'd have to have that photo of you in that camera. You have to have a photo doing this. You have to have TMZ has to be everywhere. You have to be filmed on camera or on video for us to believe it. And I feel like there's a bit of a wink, wink, nod, nod in this film for the way that people feel like they have, for people to believe them, they have to take a photo of it. Even if it puts them in danger, even if it puts them in harm's way, the end goal is people won't believe me if I say this if I don't have a visual evidence for it. And I think there's a bit of that baked in the DNA of this film. But overall, it is at its heart. It's a straightforward. I feel people are going to come and talk about this and probably have symbolism for this and this and that. I'm saying this film works being a straightforward sci-fi film, and if you find symbolism of other stuff outside of what I just said in there as well, kudos to you. It does not need to be that for me for this to work. I think this is a really well done, well shot film, and a movie that made me happy that I saw it in the theater as opposed to watching it at home. I think I would have lost some of the scope of it had I tried to watch it on my screen. Even though my TV is 65 inches and big, I still wanted that Dolby sound and all of that stuff. Again, I can't rank it. I love Get Out. I really like Us, and this is somewhere in there. Is it better than Get Out? I don't know. I don't know yet. I after one viewing, I can't say, but I do say that this sat with me. Like I've been thinking about this a lot, thinking about the pieces that are here and there, and how that is one big set piece for this third act, and I just love the way it all is executed. I love the little floaty things that you've seen, all the notepads, everything comes together really well and is a really tight knit story. But I think a lot of people go in expecting a lesson, like elevated horror, and they're not going to get that here. This is just a straightforward sci-fi thriller, and sometimes that works. That's enough. So on my scale of play it again, Sam, once is enough. I didn't mind that. Or give me a time stone so I never have to think about this film again. This is in that play it again, Sam. I'm going to see this again in the theater. I saw it in Dolby this time. I'm going to treat myself and go to an IMAX screening to see this, to just see the entire thing. But I can't shake this movie. More so than I think I couldn't shake Us, even though I saw Us probably right after the first time that I saw it. I saw those back to back. This one, Jordan has a way of just connecting with me. And even though it's not always the elevated horror or the intelligent where I had to give you a message and this and that, this one hit me in a different way. It hit me in my sci-fi bone. It hit me in the first time that I saw Close Encounters or Jaws or The Blob or The Thing or Critters, like those type of films. This hit me in that vein, and I think that's what he was going for, and it worked. So what did you guys think about Nope? Go ahead and leave your thoughts and comments in the comments below. If you haven't already, you can follow us on Twitter at HollywoodADI, or you can hit us up with email at HollywoodAlreadyDidIt@gmail.com. We also have a podcast with the same name. It's on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any other place podcasts. We're there. And like always, I got my ticket. You got yours.